What's up, CrossFit Wilsonville? It's Tip Tuesday. We're going to talk about tight ankles and ankle mobility. Specifically in the squat. We're going to be in the bottom of our squat. I'm going to talk about some mobility things that are really easy for you to do. But this can help you with a lot of things, especially your running too. So what we're going to do is go down the position of restriction, which is going to be in the bottom of our squat. We're going to show some mobility issues with tight ankles. I'm a perfect example of that. I have really tight ankles from wearing boots so long. Then we're going to talk about how we want to mobilize our ankle joint while we're load bearing. I'm going to show you how to do that, which is really easy. Also, what we want to realize is in the bottom of our squat, are we toeing out for compensation for things? And we'll talk about that as well. And then we'll show how you can keep those tight ankles going. So first thing is, I just talked about toeing out. So what we want to do is generally get into our squat width position, and we want to screw our feet into the ground. We shouldn't really be toeing out an extraordinary amount. As I go down to the bottom, you're going to see that my toes are going to want to toe out a little bit more. So with this position, the critical point is my knees need to create torque for my hip to be able to keep my back nice and upright. So a lot of people with tight ankles, that knee will collapse in. Now all that pressure is either in the back of my Achilles, my calf, or the outside of my ankle here. It's also going to create a rounded back. I need to create torque so that I can sit in the bottom of my squat and have a nice straight up and down back. So how can we mobilize those ankles in this position? First off, if I don't have a band or a bell, anything to weight my leg here, I'm gonna get down in position. I like to control my ankle, and then I'm gonna drive that knee out. I'm then going to press into the front of my ankle, back and forth, and I'm mobilizing that ankle capsule, okay? So creating torque is driving the knee out, mobilizing the ankle, I'm into the front of the capsule, boom, okay? You wanna reset your feet every little bit. Your toes are probably, and your foot's probably gonna wanna grip the ground and turn out. That's fine, we just don't want it extreme, okay? And I can go to the next one and drive in. So if we have a band and you're able to set up, we wanna add a little bit of load. We're gonna go down to the bottom. Boom, I'm also getting a little push-pull here too, which is really good. I'm gonna control that ankle. I'm gonna drive that knee out, drive into the front. For me, when I'm driving into the front of my ankle capsule, my heel wants to come off the ground. So I really have to focus on driving my foot into the ground and gripping the ground. Go to the other one, boom. If you don't have a band, the next thing you can do is a bell, kettlebell or a dumbbell. This one's a little heavy. You don't need to use this much weight. I put it on my quad, and I'm gonna drive that knee out again. Driving into the front of the capsule. Okay, so what you want to do is 2 minutes. You need a minimum of 2 minutes to change tissue. So 2 minutes each side. If you do this throughout the day, before you squat, before you run, you're gonna find that those ankles are gonna open up a little bit.